If you'd like to be our next guest on Enta Asks, just click the link below.
Hope you enjoy the episode.
Hello, welcome back to another episode of Enta Asks. I'm Adam Colazetti.
And I'm Caitlin Bullock.
And we are super excited to have Hartley Harris, president of Catch Engineering, in the studio with us today. Welcome, Hartley.
Thank you.
Welcome. So last time we talked about this crazy transition in reverse engineering culture and just that amazing journey you went on. So you guys have to check that out because any growing company is going to go through these kind of pains, and these guys figured it out. So check it out. But today we're going to talk about a little bit more about what you do, because you're an electrical engineer.
I am.
I'm a materials engineer.
Aerospace
Engineer. So there's so much when you say Catch Engineering, right?
There is.
Yeah, right.
What's the catch?
What's the catch? No. So what is it that you guys specialize in?
So you said I'm an electrical engineer. So we started doing, and my partner Chad, electrician.
Okay.
We started out doing electrical designs, right? That's what we knew, our bread and butter of what we can do. And as we grew, our clients asked for more things. Well, can you do this? Can you do this? The answer is always yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're engineers. We can do anything.
Well, of course we can, right? And so through that, we hired civil engineers, process engineers, mechanical engineers. We still have a lot of electrical engineers.
Okay.
So we grew into an engineering company that will do services for the energy industry.
Right.
We love doing electrical things,
Okay.
right? And we're known for that in town, I think. So, like power generation and, electricity design and control systems around gas plants and whatnot. Like those, that's all the bread and butter in Alberta, right? We do lots of that. But it started transitioning into like moving a trailer and,
Well, you've got this electrical design. You got to put it somewhere.
you got to put it somewhere.
Pretty nice. Like, can you just design the piles for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
All right, we'll do that.
Yeah.
And then you coordinate everything.
Can you put this equipment in there? Okay. Yeah, we can do
What about
that.
the grading to get on the set?
All of it.
Right?
So we do engineering services, but we're good at doing, the electrical controls, the electron pieces. That's what we're known
The
for.
pieces that kind of run the show, right?
Yeah, lights can't come on without the electricity.
Right, and that's huge, right? And there's so much of that, especially when we talk about in the oil and gas industry. Everything's run remotely, and you need to have that electrical support in there, or else,
Otherwise, things don't work.
it don't work.
No.
Stuff doesn't flow. So that's amazing that you guys built this sort of dynamic one-stop shop solution to help support your clients. And so is that your favorite stuff to do?
Probably we've got clients I like there's many clients that sort of helped us grow and helped us do things through our journey that gave us opportunities, especially through the early 2010s, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So we're growing and, spreading our elbows a little bit.
Yeah.
Lots of clients that helped us do that. But we keep coming back to I'm a nerd. I'm an electrical engineer at the end of the day, right? And so there's, projects that are R&D based or in new spaces that, or industries that we don't see very often here, right?
Yeah.
And people will come to us because we do R&D support, right? We can figure things out.
Naturally.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So we worked on, can I tell you a story?
Oh, please.
So we've got a client who actually built a rescue ventilator last year. I forgot to tell you this.
Oh.
Okay, this is a new story.
Sorry, they built a rescue ventilator for Alberta Health Services.
Okay.
So I've got a friend, a schoolmate of mine who works at this company. He's like, I'm going to do this. COVID hit, I'm going to do this. I'm going to build a rescue ventilator.
Okay.
Designs are published by MIT, by other organizations.
Right.
So he called us to help him with the electrical components and the operating system components.
Really?
Yeah, he built the only ventilator that was approved, I think last year by Health Canada.
Yeah.
And it has been deployed throughout Alberta to remote communities.
To save lives. You saved lives.
Yeah. And we didn't save lives. The ventilator saves lives.
Right.
You helped.
We helped. So those are the kinds of things, right? Ian Buchanan, he's my friend.
Shout out.
He deserves all the credit for that.
Yeah.
But, he brought us on that journey where we could support out where we have skills. We like interesting things and
That's so
fascinating
cool.
things.
That's amazing. But to know that you had such a huge impact.
Yeah.
Right?
It's awesome.
And you got to do some fun nerdy stuff in the background of it.
It just turns my wheels.
Well, we can bring that back to all the culture stuff we talked about in previous episodes, right? you've got the stuff that, kind of the machine that runs, right? Like you've done 1,000 of these projects, but you're good at them. You've got the
bread and butter, right?
Yeah,
That's
and then
great.
the new one comes in, but then there's that like electricity in there, right?
It amps you up.
It does amp it up.
Nailed it. Yeah. So yeah, you're like, now you can get excited, right?
Yeah.
And meanwhile, you've got students, building stuff and feeding that energy, and you kind of fueling the machine with that.
Oh,
stuff like that, right?
and it just adds to your culture at the end, right? Like
Yeah.
what we talked about last time. It
Yeah.
just
It really does.
it fuels that you like doing interesting things, and you can find interesting work, and people who are working in that space will find you, right?
find
You're
you,
like,
yeah.
we know that you did this. Can you?
Well,
Probably.
Yeah, we can probably do that. We'll
And
figure it out.
even clients that are used to getting, just a run of the mill design, if that's what they want, that's what they'll get. But they probably also get like but what would be cool if,
Right?
That's that extra little
Yeah.
piece.
Yeah. That
right?
push, right?
Totally.
This will help you in the future. Maybe
Right?
think about this.
Yeah.
Well, and I think we're seeing a lot more of that with the struggle in our economy that's happening,
There's
right? People are now going, we need to be innovative. We
Mhm.
can't do what we did before, right? Even in oil and gas, these are energy companies. They're not going to just wait till the last drop of oil is out. They're like, okay, what other things do we need to do?
truly.
Right?
Truly, how can I do more with the resources I have, with the
Yep.
people I have? And it involves, more gathering of data, more using that data to do useful things,
Right.
to solve problems. The industry as a whole, like all industries are grappling with that. Oil and gas, particularly in Alberta, is trying to move into that space.
They
That's
have to.
do more with less.
Yeah, they have to, right?
Mhm.
And I think that's really cool is because now we are having a heavily oil and gas-based industry, but we're starting to see other
Yeah.
opportunities pop up, right? And we're hopefully diversifying our economy a little bit
Truly.
more.
Well,
right?
and through the booms or the growth cycles that Alberta's had, we've recruited great technical minds, right? From all over the planet. We've brought people, continue to bring people in.
Mhm.
I'm here. Let's transition to
Let's
other
use
things. Let's
them.
do other things, right?
Yeah.
And so we are seeing that, right?
That's amazing. That's absolutely cool.
Yeah, I mean, and you said earlier, Hartley, right? Cleverness kind of reigns when things are tough.
Oh,
right?
truly. Ingenuity, cleverness. Yeah.
Right?
Just like this is your opportunity to find a space that's, that corner that hasn't been looked in before.
Oh,
Or-
and that's what we love
Yeah.
when we can show a client, like, we can come up with a different way to do this. Like, it's an aha moment it makes you feel good about, the products that you have and the people that you've got. And,
Well, this is like in the industry, this is the big word right now is value engineering.
oh, truly.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Right? And so everybody's talking about how can I value engineer that? And I mean, I laugh because I'm kind of like, isn't that just good engineering? Is adding value? But it truly is rethinking
Yep.
the possibilities, right? And I think particularly, and correct me if I'm wrong, and you guys can all troll me below if you don't agree, but we got into a really bad habit of oil and gas, like rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, pump it through.
Do what you know.
Do what you know, right?
Mm.
And we didn't take a step back and do the value engineering because we didn't have to,
Yeah, truly. And, and the oil price moves up and down.
right?
We're in different times now. We need to find new solutions for old problems, right?
Right? So you guys do value engineering.
We
all the
do.
time?
We do. We try and come up with clever solutions for everything. Now,
Mhm.
not everything needs a new solution, right?
Right,
Not
right.
all problems need new solutions. But as we see the technology changes, right? Everything is connected through Ethernet.
Right.
There are lower cost sensors on everything. Like
Yeah.
you can put data around everything now, which is really incredible for companies that rely on data to change the processes.
That's right.
So, and we're starting to see that in all industries, but we're also starting to see new technologies come here, right?
Yeah.
The new energies. I mean, we've seen solar panels and wind turbines. Those aren't new technologies, but we're seeing those in Alberta. But we're seeing the next evolution of that, of how we use other sources of power, how we
Right.
move beyond oil.
Yeah, and that's amazing. So people can come to you for electrical expertise, the one-stop shop solutions. They can come to you for R&D
Truly.
projects and value engineering, which is such a hot topic right now.
So that's really exciting, Hartley, and you can stay tuned for next episode because we're going to talk about the future and where things are going and what kind of crazy innovation spaces you can live in then. So stay tuned.
And if people want to get a hold of you, because you can do the electrical stuff like nobody's business, but everything around it. You're a
Everything.
one-stop solution. And then on top of that, you are in the R&D world and innovation world. And now on top of even that, you're offering value engineering.
Truly.
Which is super hot right now. So how do people get a hold of you?
They can go to our website, catchengineering.com, send us an email at info@catchengineering.com.
All right, we'll see you guys next time. I hope you enjoyed that episode as much as we did. So remember, if you know somebody who should be our guest on our next show, just click the link below.
Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe so that you'll never miss an episode.